Hi guys, this is a continuation of the video I posted last week on my pregnancy journey and my thoughts about CS and VD. I hope you enjoyed it, and this is a continuation, and I hope you enjoy this also. I'm so sorry I'm posting this late, but it's best to post it than not to post it at all. So enjoy this moment. Bye. After that video you just saw, I was hoping that God is going to do something. And I remembered I said something in that video, let God's will be done. Then I realized, that sometimes that God takes us through some things in life just to teach us lessons. You understand? But as much as we're always saying, oh Lord, let your will be done, it's more like we have our own will that we want to be done. You understand? So it's not about, we're just saying that, confessing it, but we're not believing it. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So that was my faith, that was my condition as at that time. And I remember I went to the hospital for a checkup, I think few days before my baby came, and the doctor on duty then was like, okay, madam, if you don't give birth within this time and that time, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, you're going to be induced, and we're going to discuss. And she was like, your next visit, we're going to discuss your method of delivery. And I said, okay. When we got out, I was angry because I think my mother-in-law actually took me to antenatal then, and I told her that, you see, mommy, this is why I don't like private hospital. I would have just remained in that government hospital. Private hospital, they like CS, like they enjoy doing CS, they enjoy collecting money. And you can imagine the amount, like spent a lot, no, spent a lot. And I'm like, CS, do you know how much it's going to cost me to give birth through CS? No, God forbid, I'm not going to give birth through CS. Aside that, I've heard stories of people that give birth through CS and their tummy was bloated, this and that, and I don't want that for myself. I'm someone that has a small stature. I want to retain this, my petite stature, I have so many reasons. And basically, those were my reasons that I don't want to have big tummy. That was what I was running away from. So, I didn't know God was just looking at me like this. 3D. There I was doing my JJ. So I remember on the 20th, no, 21st, was on Sunday. I took a walk. We didn't go to church then. Just like I said, it was a peak of Corona, so there was no service at all. So I took a walk from our house down to the market. I didn't get to the market. I got to the junction of the market, and it's quite a distance. I walked. Like I told my husband and my mother-in-law at that time. In fact, she moved into our place. I think when I was around 37 weeks, she said she knows baby will come anytime from then. So she moved into our place. She's been with us. God bless her. So I took a walk down to the market, and people were just saying, this woman that is heavy like this, my big tummy. So I got back home, and I remember my pastor came to check up on me, and he prayed. He said, okay, when do you want to give birth? I said, sir, today or tomorrow I was going to labor. He said, so be it, according to your faith. So he prayed with me, I prayed with us, he prayed with the family, and boom, he went. Now that night, construction started. I started contracting, I couldn't sleep well, and we had already packed everything. In fact, that faith, I put it into work. I had already packed my hospital bag. I kept it in the living room. I kept my hospital bag in the living room, so it would be very easy for us to just get out and go to the hospital and bring my baby back. So we got to the hospital, and they said, oh, let them check me, how many centimeters and all. So I think I was already 4 cm, but something happened. Now my water broke while they were checking. I was told you have to give birth today. Now aside that, the doctor noticed something. He said, madam, your child already poo. We can see that, and it's quite dangerous. So two conditions, you have to give birth today because of this and that. So they had to put me on the wheelchair, and because of that I was not fully in labor, so I was induced. So you can ask any woman what it means to be induced, and just like I said in one of these videos, I heard it's painful, but I experienced it. Now I heard it's different from experiencing it. I experienced it, and I went to heaven and came back. It was a beautiful journey. So after that, I got to the last, I think 10 cm, and they're like, madam, push. I was trying all my best. My husband was there with me in the labor room because I requested for him to be with me. I was trying my best, and I remember one lady, the matron was like, oh, this woman is trying, but what is happening? What's happening? Nothing. I couldn't push further. I was at the point I was like, baby, come out now, baby, come out. I wish they recorded all these things, really. Baby, come out now. I was just crying and all, but no show. Next thing, I just heard the doctor walked in and was like, no, she can't have this baby through VD. It has to be through CS because of this and that and that and that and that. So my husband was asked to sign the consent form. I know my husband was panicking. I mean, he was panicking because through the labor period, we had to connect to my father-in-law. We called him, and the phone was on speaker, so he could hear me. He was just praying with other brethren where he is and where he was just praying and all. So my father-in-law was now encouraging my husband, just calm down, don't worry, everything will be well. I can imagine my husband, he was just panicking, hard man. Maybe he even cried, I don't know. My husband was not strong at all. Thank God my mother-in-law was there. So the next thing, rushed me out, and when I heard the story, I was told that my this and that, I'm not going to disclose that, but that was what happened. So I gave birth through CS after all the mouth, I'm not going to give birth through CS. It happened. So we have a healthy baby, as you can see a picture. We have a healthy baby and a healthy mama. So guys, now the thing there is VD or CS. The most important thing is you are alive and your baby is alive. I think that's what we should be thankful for. Not being worried about this and that. Well, if you don't want it, fine. But if there has to be a reason for it, please, I've heard stories of people that will start rebuking it. No, God forbid, I'm going to have my VD, whatever, I'm going to have my baby through VD, and from their complications, some even lose their lives at that point, and there is no baby, there is no mother. That is not what I wish for anybody. So please, if you are asked to give birth through CS, it's nothing bad. In fact, it was the smoothest ride ever, because within how many minutes I heard them said, madam, can you look at the wall? I looked at the wall by your left hand side. Yes. What's the time? I think it was 3:45. I told them 3:45. They said that was the time your baby came out. So I was like, oh really? Where's the baby? Now when they brought the baby out, no, I didn't see the baby immediately. I didn't, because I wasn't myself. But I think they brought the baby. They asked me, what's the sex of your baby? I said, a girl. They brought and showed me. I wasn't even myself then. And while they were still doing the whole preparation, I heard someone asking, what is the weight of the baby? I heard 3.7. I was like, what? This small body. Guys, I'm not going to say what I weigh. I don't weigh much. I'm someone that is smallish. So you can imagine the danger I would have caused myself trying to give birth to a 3.7 kg baby. 3.7, this small body. It wouldn't have been possible. I don't think it would have been possible. Throughout my pregnancy, I didn't weigh more than 60. This is 63 or 60 something. So you can imagine what I weigh on a normal day. So we give God all the glory that the baby came out and I'm fine and all. So please, I just want to encourage us, whatever the case might be, that maybe you're pregnant, or you're having this fear that when I'm pregnant, I don't want to give birth through CS. Please and please, yes, put your faith to work. But when you're saying let God's will be done, I hope you really connect through that very well, that Father, let your will truly be done. You know, it's not all the time we have our way when it comes to things like this. No, God's way supersedes ours. So it's best when we, you know, bow to his will and let his will truly be done. I know some people will be saying, so God's will is evil. Please, yes, it's not evil. It's not in any way evil. It's not. Within how many minutes your baby is even out? Like, your baby is out and you're done with the whole delivery thing. You understand? And imagine all the hours are wasted trying to give birth through normal delivery. Imagine the hours are wasted. If they had done this, I would have been done since, because I think we got to the hospital, was it 9 or 10? I would have been done since then, other than staying those few hours again trying to labor on my own. Please guys, whatever the case might be, let God's will truly be done. You know, it's just like this song that we normally sing, I surrender all to you. Most times instead we surrender, we are still holding back a lot. Withholding nothing, and lie, we are holding a lot. We are not saying withholding nothing. Please let this video encourage you to truly bow to the will of God and not what you truly want, because his will is perfect for us. I don't know what would have happened if I kept insisting on my husband said no, she will give birth through VD. What would have happened? I don't know if I'll be alive to share the story today. So thank you for staying to this time. I hope this video is not too long for you, and thanks. I hope you connect with this video. Please, I would like to you know your comments, share your comments down below. Let's relate, let's learn from each other. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.